Hello, and thank you for joining the SheRichie Show. My name is SheRichie.
And I'm Bambi. And today we have a guest. Her name is Miss Valerie.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
She's coming in. She's hanging out with us today, you all. So welcome her.
Yay.
Thank you.
Today, how was your weekend, babe?
My weekend was really nice. It was nice. I did a lot of work. I did lift all day yesterday, and by the time I got finished, like 9 o'clock last night, I was done. I started at 12 o'clock yesterday.
12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, because I dropped my son off to his sister.
Okay.
They went to go see the pirate ship down Georgetown Harbor.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was tired when I got finished. All I wanted to do was lay down. That was it.
How about I'm tired? Like right now, I ain't did nothing all day.
But no.
How about you, Miss Val?
Oh, my. Saturday?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm preparing for my daycare center, and I'm doing a lot of work getting that together, and it's going to be Babies Are Best Family Daycare. And that takes a lot out of you when you're trying to get things together and shopping for this and shopping for that. So I'm a little bit tired from doing that. But it's fun. It's fun.
I would have a field day. Look, I would have a field day. I'd be like, oh, come on, let's go get this.
Okay, I'm on air, so I'm not going to say that part.
Let's go do that.
But I did. I went and got that and this.
Yes.
Okay. And what's the name of the daycare again?
Babies Are Best Daycare.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I might have some prospects for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Well, we were going to talk about dating.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you call how do you think your first date should be? Your first date night.
My ideal date would be maybe dinner, go see maybe a jazz band. I love jazz. Jazz is a soothing thing for me. It's a calming for me.
It is. It's relaxing.
And maybe just, I can't walk a long distance, but stroll by the water, take a couple of breaks. But it's something like, even if we go sit by the water, my grandmother used to take us before it was like, after we did all of this stuff all day, or church all day long, she used to take us and sit underneath where the airplanes came over by Ronald Reagan Airport.
So did my parents, and that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Back in the day.
And we used to lay on the grass and just look up at the airplanes. And I mean, it's really relaxing. It's like really relaxing. And
it's something dramatic about a plane going down the runway and taking off.
Yes.
And it's even greater when it's coming in.
Yes.
So
yes.
that is great.
Yes.
It's a great experience.
And that's just kind of what my ideal date would be. Not boring, but I like jazz. Even if we found a little R&B band where we could dance a little bit, that's just me. Don't take me to no club on my first date.
Oh, no.
That is out the question. And don't ask to come to my house, because that's out the question.
So do you feel that a gentleman should open the door for you?
Yes.
Or you should open up your own door?
No, open my door.
Because these days,
They don't do that.
Open up the door.
They don't do that. Okay. I'm not going to take over. But let me just share this. So, I'm a Lyft and Uber driver. And I come in contact with a lot of people. So I met a guy the other day. And he asked me, he was like, so what do you like to do? I said, well, I really don't have much that I like to do because, one, I take care of my son. Mm-hmm. I'm solely responsible for my son. Mm-hmm. I'm a single mom. Mm-hmm. So he was like, yeah, you know. And so, he had texted me the next day. He was like, so what's the move for today? I said, work. Work. So he said, oh, okay. Do you support 420?
What is the 420?
I said, no, I don't do that.
420 is the people
that smoke marijuana. Yeah.
That's their day.
So I told him, I said, well, no, to each his own, but I don't do that. I say, because one, with me having a child, I don't need nothing to jeopardize me being a parent, nothing to do nothing. So he was like, oh, okay. Well, whenever you're free. I think because I told him, and a friend of mine told me, my facial expressions, the way I project things to people, and the way I say things, sometimes you have to say things to people and mean it. You have to mean it and be like, okay, well, let me just let you know up front, I'm not here to play any games. I'm not a toy. I'm not a puppet. None of that. So if you want to play games, if you're just looking for a booty call, then be my guest. Go somewhere else. Because that's not me. That's not what I'm looking for.
So what's your first sight on first date, Miss Ryland?
My first date, is he a Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Does he follow Jesus? Is the Lord the love of his life? Does he respect himself as a gentleman? I don't, first of all, I don't date. And for those who do date, I think it's a great idea to respect yourself. And God does not want us to be unequally yoked. So if you want to go out on a date, it's best to date someone that is going in the same direction that you're going in. Because just like you mentioned a little earlier, Bambi, that you're a lady. You don't want to expose yourself and your son to anything that's ungodly, unjust. So I think a gentleman should honor and respect a woman and not even think about sex prior to marriage, because that's not right. That's not what God wants. So a date is a gentleman and a lady who love the Lord and put God first in the center of their relationship. That is the ideal date to me.
Okay.
That was well put.
Yes. So what do you think, She?
My ideal date, like I don't like foolishness. Like, not all guys, but guys these days, they already have their agendas. How they're going to plan the night, how it's going to end. Mm-hmm. And I'm normally in control of my first date, any dates. Mm-hmm. So you have to respect me, and I will respect them also. But you have to open the doors. I don't believe on the first date that a woman should be paying for food, whether you go to the movies. Your first. I don't believe in that. Mm-hmm. Not your first one. It's okay if we start
once we get comfortable.
Yeah, being in a relationship or it goes further, then it can be either or, but not all the time. The female, because you have some females that just got to do that, and some guys will sit back and let you do it. Mm-hmm. But I'm not into too much dating right now, because I'm just not right there.
Let me see. When the last time I've been on a date? I think the last time I think my son was about 8 months.
And he's 5 now.
And he's 5.
Mm-hmm.
No, you did good.
Because I just don't do foolishness. I don't do foolishness. So, we want some callers to tell us, what are your views on what is your ideal first date?
Yeah, call in 240-455-5934 and call us in and let us know your ideal date.
We want to talk about
ladies
dating.
and gentlemen, call in.
Yes. We want to know the man's perspective for the first dates also. What do you expect? Look, what do you expect? Okay, gentlemen, ladies, get ready.
I see.
The number 240-455-5934.
We'll call. So how was your weekend, Miss Valerie?
I had a great weekend. Friday, I fixed dinner for myself and decided I was going to have cereal. That was dinner. That was dinner. I fixed a bowl of cereal.
I haven't had cereal in a while. What's your favorite cereal?
You know, I'm not a big cereal eater, but when I was pregnant with my son, I would eat Golden Grams going north.
Does he like it?
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure because I don't even buy them. Like he want Fruity Pebbles and he loves Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries.
I used to like it when I was a kid, so I can understand why he likes it.
He loves Captain Crunch, and I'm like,
I like mini wheats, the strawberry flavor.
Oh, you know what? I never tried that.
Oh, you try it.
I'm gonna tell you what I do like though: cinnamon checks and the chocolate checks. Oh my God, yes.
I haven't had those.
Girl, yes.
I like the Quaker Oats also with the raisins and what else? What's in it? Granola, Quaker Oat granola with the raisins.
Oh yeah,
almonds. Yeah, I like that.
I have a question for you, ladies.
Okay.
Okay, so we talking about dating, right? Do you think you will cook on your first date, or you want to be taken out?
Taken out, because if you cook, they come into my house, and they ain't coming to my house on the first day. So
you didn't even go know where I live.
Good deal.
No,
take out. I know because
we don't even have to go out to go eat. We can just go out. You know, if you want to walk the park or just chill and sit. Yeah. Sometimes I'm comfortable with in the car if it's a cool day. I'm cool with just chilling in the car and talk. I really want to talk to you to see
where your mind is.
So I'm not too much ready for going to a place first.
And I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about dating. If we're dating, and we are developing a relationship, I don't like texting.
Texting to get to know the perspective.
You prefer to talk.
I prefer talking on the telephone
because you can, or face to face because you can see his eyes. You can see
their gestures.
Right.
And because texting can be so impersonal. Text can be very impersonal because you don't know the tone.
Right. And some texting you can take it the wrong way.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I prefer to talk also.
Yes. That is a pet peeve of mine. No, we're not going to keep texting. If you want to talk to me, call me. Like, no. I don't want to text. I don't want an instant message. I don't want to do none of that.
Okay, well, ladies, how about this? If someone wants to talk to you via Facebook or Skype or any other social media that you can view their face, how would you like to do that?
In person. I'm still in person.
I agree.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do the internet, but it's still in person.
I don't like people have tried to FaceTime me through Facebook, but I won't accept it. Like
to try to get to be your friend, or
they FaceTime you trying to talk to you, and I'm like, I don't know you.
And even with the Facebook, sometimes those pictures that they be putting on there, sometimes it's not even them.
Girl, look, or they put this part of the body.
Do you guys know The Pretender, the show back in the 90s? The Pretender?
No, tell us about it.
Okay, so y'all telling me my age now, right?
You're still pretty.
No, thank you. Okay, it was a show in the 90s called The Pretender. And David Weiss, I think, was the star of the show. And he made pretend he was anybody he wanted to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you guys really don't know that.
No.
Oh, that's my favorite show.
You said what year? No, but what year?
The 90s. It was in the 90s.
Know that.
It was in the 90s.
On regular TV or cable?
Oh, God. Am I that old, Rob? Okay, Robin is my niece. She's showing me my age now.
You don't look your age. That's why I keep asking.
Okay. Anyway, it's on DVD and it's on cable now, but it was on regular TV, and I don't remember the channel. Okay. But I love the show. The guy broke out of some type of institution where they used his intelligence because he's a genius, and then he would go out and help other people. Because he loved his family, and they separated from his family. So he was whomever he wanted to be that week or that day, but he would save people. But when you said that those people are not who they really are on Facebook, I thought of the Pretender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because they'll do that.
Like that, what's that thing, what's that TV show? It reminds me something about the thing called Catfish. Is that the name of it?
Is that a new show?
Yeah.
Okay, now see, that's in your day.
Yeah.
I don't know that show.
And I still don't watch that, but I saw one episode, and that one episode, it keeps reminding me of why you check people's background.
Well, now, speaking of dating, it's good to check someone's background. That way you could learn some of their habits and who they really are, especially if they pay their bills. If you want to get to know someone, find out if they pay their bills. Have they been to prison? Have they been arrested? You know, some of their activities. So when I say background, just to like kind of see who they are as a person. I might know some people because I'm gonna ask them people about you. Exactly, their character.
You know, so what is he like? Tell me the tea.
How many babies does he have?
Exactly.
How many women does he date at one time?
Exactly.
Okay.
So would you date
one question?
Yeah.
Got another question.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So I was listening to Michael Baisden the other day. Mm-hmm. Michael Baisden on his radio show, they were saying, he was saying, do you think men and women, when you meet someone, do you really think that person is dating you only? Or do you think that they should date you only?
All depends on what type of relationship you want. If you want to be free to date other people, to go out, on platonic relationships because you're not married, I'm going to kick that in there. I think it's okay. Now, if you decide that you want to zero in on just the two of you because you're thinking about marrying each other, then that's another thing to think about, to talk about, because you don't want other people interfering in your relationship.
Right. Yeah, because, I think that's something that some people may have to get used to. So
that was a technical problem. That's been solved ASAP.
If we're going to talk about how my niece grew up, I don't mind mentioning that part right now. It fits right in.
Tell them a little bit.
She changing the subject. Okay, sweetie. Auntie going to behave.
I guess we have to, and I'm speaking for myself also. I don't know. I think if it's a person, I'm not just gonna date a person because they introduce me to them. Introduce themselves to me.
Okay.
It has to be some kind of chemistry between us.
Yes.
It has to be some kind of chemistry. It has to be some kind of attraction. I can tell from maybe our first conversation, maybe 2 conversations in, whether I really want to be bothered with you. If I don't want to be bothered with you, I'm going to let you know.
Instead of keeping them
and be like, you know what? I think we should be just friends. It's always good to make friends and network.
Right.
Because you never know. You know, I don't want to be I just don't want to be your enemy or anything, because we have came in contact. Mm-hmm. You know, we've crossed paths. And because
it's good to have friends. It's good to meet new people. You know, I think it's a journey. You know, life is a journey. So as you meet people, what can they do to help you excel in other things, or can you be a benefit in his life or her life? So friends are good to have.
Yeah. What do you bring to the table?
What do you bring?
So what about, you know, how some people don't like dating people that have kids. You have some men and some women, they don't like dating. How do you feel about that? Do you have a limited, or it doesn't matter?
Okay, so before I had my son, let me just look.
Things changed
after that. Before I had my son, I dated guys that had kids, but I was like, how many baby mamas you got? How many kids? Kids mother, because I do not like the BM. How many kids mothers do you have? Oh, okay. That determined a whole lot for me. Like, if you had 6 kids and 6 different baby moms, 6 different kids mothers, I'm not dealing with that drama.
That sounds like a gentleman that's out of control.
I'm not dealing with that drama.
Around.
Because I didn't like when I have dated, when the kids are very disrespectful. They run in the whole household. The parents are on the kids' side, and they tell you, don't tell my daughter or my son what to do. I'll get them. You can't correct them, but then you turn around and you want me to watch them while you go to work or you run to the store.
Oh no! Don't leave your kid with me.
Yeah,
I say that every Sunday. Don't leave your kid with me if I can't discipline them. If your kids are out of control, don't listen to you. They're not gonna listen to me. Right.
And I'm not. I'm never gonna be in a relationship.
You can go ahead and take them
like
home.
That.
Look, you can go ahead and take them home. You want me to drop y'all off? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot of parents that does that.
No. I mean, understandably, like, my son is my only son. And I'm very, very protective of who is around him, who's in his life. You know, I
that's using wisdom.
You know, I don't bring people in and out of my house and in and out of my life and things like that, because one, kids see all.
Yes, they do.
They see everything. So who he has seen in my life is who he has seen in my life. That's it. Ain't no new, ain't no old, you know, it's none of that. You know, the people that he has seen in my life, I've probably worked with, you know, and they have developed their own little relationship or whatever. Girlfriends, you know, he called them aunties and, you know, but I don't do that's the one thing I don't like for people to do with children, is to be in their life one moment and then just to drop out of their life the next moment. You don't introduce your kids, and I feel like as a single parent, you just don't introduce your kids to everybody you're dating.
Right.
You don't.
That's wisdom. Also, we have to be careful, you know, who we, like you said, that about our children, because sometimes, whether it's a man or a woman, sometimes people date you because they're pedophiles, and you just have to be careful. You do not want anybody wanting to date you and just to gain access to your child and misuse them. So we really have to keep in mind the character, the lifestyle of individuals that we bring into our home, because it is our home and it's our child's home.
Yes.
What about when you're dating someone and their children that's grown are still living with them, Miss Valerie?
Oh, so because I'm older, right? You asked me that.
No.
Okay.
Look, you didn't see my facial expression.
I skipped over Bang because she gonna take the whole look.
Okay, now you're dating someone and their children or child is still living at home. Well,
that's grown.
That are grown. Okay, so let's find out, why are they at home? Does the child have some type of disability and they need their parents' assistance? or is the child going through current money problems and they had to move back home, or if they never left home? Well, how old are they when you say grown? Are they 18? Are they under 25? Are they in college? Now, let's go to the extreme. Does the child want to stay home and doesn't want to move out? Mm-hmm. Find out. Is he saving money to buy a house cash? Or is he saving his money because his parents are elderly? Because if the child is grown and he's home, the parents may be elderly. So we have to find out why before we say, okay, I'm not going to date this gentleman or this woman because of that. Mm-hmm. So you weigh the differences, and then you decide if the reason that the child or children are home is a good reason, then it's okay to date. But if the child is home and they're going to get in the way of your relationship with the your prospective person that you want to date, if they're going to cause problems and the parent is going to let them cause problems, so it's many
best
factors.
To leave it alone. If it's going to, I'm just one of those people. If it's going to cause me any headache, if it's going to cause me in stress, I don't want to deal with it. I'll leave it alone.
That's your choice, and it may be best for you. It may be best for you. So there's so many factors involved.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a moment. Wait a minute, Ron was looking at me like.
Of snow across the ground, gentle firelight bringing emotions back around. All through my life I knew that one day you would come along and no one could take that hope away. Then I turned around to find your love, touched me so completely, the way I'd always dreamed. It seems as soon as you appeared, you left me with all my memories. You will always be a part of me, walking together. It doesn't matter where you are. You will always be a part of me. You'll be forever in my heart. Try to look ahead in spite of the struggles I've been through, but not a single day goes by without having thoughts of you. No one ever said this would be easy, and I can't forget the depth of joy you brought to me. You were only with me for a while, but you'd hold me and console me in the times we had to share. That you were here beside me to know just how much I care. Oh, you will always be a part of
welcome back. Miss Valerie, you want to share something with us?
Oh, yes.
With the
Amen,
views?
everybody. Again, you know who I am, Minister Prophetess Valerie Renee Hankins. And I want to share with you Apostle David E. Taylor is the apostle in Michigan, Taylor, Michigan. And this year, August the 2nd through the 5th, we're having Crusade Against Cancer. The address is 20320 Superior Road, Taylor, Michigan. And it's a free event. And God is coming down this year to be a blessing to his people. It is his desire to heal his people. And Apostle Taylor is the general of this generation that God has commissioned to bring these miracles, not only in America, but around the world. And I just want to share this with you that you all could please come and be a part of this. And God is not only healing cancer, but he's healing all other manner of diseases. And as you can see on the back of my flyer, these are many people that have experienced those healings from this cancer crusade. Like I said, it's in Taylor, Michigan. And I am just so excited because I want to share a quick testimony with you. Last year I experienced the event. I went there last August, and I just want to share my business is now came to fruition, because when I was there under the power of Jesus, he walked through the crowd and he heals us. And when I was there, Jesus asked me, what do you want me to do for you? And the first thing I thought, well, after he knocked me on the floor, the power of the Lord, I just fell under his power on the floor. And while I was down on the floor, Jesus said, what do you want me to do for you? I told him, I said, well, Lord, the only thing that's on my heart right now is I want my business to start. Well, right after I came home, Gaithersburg, Maryland, the Lord started giving me ideas about how I can start my business and ideas about how I could run my business. And one morning, this is right after I came from Taylor, one morning in my 3 o'clock prayer, I said, okay, God, I don't know what I want to name my business. So I started thinking of all kinds of names. Okay, this is a daycare for children. I guess I'll call it kids or something. But then Jesus said, no, this is Babies Are Best, because to me, they're the best. So that's how the name was birthed. And right after that, the Lord, I tell you, he is awesome. He began to send me donations, and he began to make money come out of nowhere. People was just so excited. They wanted to donate into my business. And before you know it, my center, my family home daycare was almost complete in 3 months. And now I'm just waiting for other things to happen before I open my doors. So God doesn't only heal cancer here. He will heal your business, your money, your finances. God is a God about healing and restoration. So I want to enlist you to come to be a part of this, and not only you come yourself, but bring your family, bring friends, bring neighbors, and let them experience God. Jesus came down last year and walked among the people, and people received miracles. This year, Father, God, said he's coming down, and he shared this with our apostle, David E. Taylor. So I'm excited to share this good news with you.
Thank you for bringing this to us.
Amen.
Yes. So we're going to get back. We're waiting for you all to call us. We need some callers. Let us know about your dating experience.
Can we get at least one call? Look, the first caller can get the candle.
Not the fifth.
We didn't skip the fifth because the fifth's scared. We need the first caller to call in.
First caller to call in. We got you on the candle.
Give you, matter of fact, the first caller, I'm going to make you 2 of your choice. Now, you can't beat that. Call in.
Call in. The number is 240-455-5934.
And they got it sounding desperate.
Look, 5934. Everybody on the timeline, call in. All right, so back to our dating scenarios. When Okay, so I'm gonna stop because I was married for 15 years.
Okay.
Me and my ex-husband, we dated. Dang, when did we meet? Hold on, 2000. Hold on, 1999. Okay, so me and my ex-husband, we started dating in 1999. Yes, that's a long time ago. 1999. Ooh, and we got a caller.
You like who?
Hold on. Yes.
It's a,
And I'll go back to my
we
story.
say to Miss Val for them to call.
Look, and we going. Hi, Yanni. Hi, Mella.
Hi, caller. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Can you speak up a little bit? I don't think we can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Hold on one
just a
second.
second.
Turn up a little bit.
Can you tell us your name?
Joe?
Hi, Joe.
Hey,
Hey, Joe.
Oh, so you called
Hey.
in.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm great.
So you the fifth caller or the first caller?
Now you're going to confuse them.
No. Are you the fifth caller or the first caller?
I don't know.
No, you our
Joe,
first
our
caller.
first caller.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, Joe, what you like on your candles, your image?
Why don't you donate them? You do whatever you want to and donate them to somebody.
Oh, that's nice.
You sure, Joe?
I'm gonna
you don't want
donate
us
them
to-
right
I'm
back
positive.
into the
I'm
SheRichie
positive.
house. I'm just playing. No.
Okay,
so
so-
donate them.
Okay,
So maybe we can I take one to a church and you take one to a church.
works for
We
me.
we'll do a church image,
That'll
a
work.
church logo.
Okay.
That would be
That would
great.
be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll do that. That's
So,
so
Joe-
kind of you, Joe.
You
Joe.
will. Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. So, are you calling to tell us about your views on dating?
Oh, no.
Oh no! Before you hang up, Mr. Joe,
Yes.
we need you to give us your insight on dating, your first date. How do you think your first night? No, how would you treat a woman on your
The first date.
night?
The first date?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
First date, we'll go out to dinner. Maybe a movie. And then I get to know her. Get to talk to her, get to know her better.
What some things are you looking for from her? As far as getting to know
Good
her.
personality. You know, someone that could talk. You know, we could have a good conversation together. You know, kids, if she has kids or anything. To find out about kids and everything about her family.
Oh,
Okay.
That sounds good.
So, Joe, if she has kids, what is there a limit to how many kids she has, or
Yeah, it is a limit. I say at least 4.
Wait a minute, you said 4. What if she
Yeah.
have, what if she
yeah.
have 6?
If she has 6, then we can work it out, maybe.
Joe say, yeah, it is a limit.
How old would they have to be?
What if they all under 10?
Oh, that would. Oh, whew. That's the problem for me.
Why would it be
How
a
old are
problem?
you, Joe?
Huh? What'd you say?
How would
Hello?
it be a problem for you?
What would be a problem? Because they all under 10. I done raised an 18-year-old and an 8-year-old, so don't want to be baby and no more kids.
I feel you.
Oh, okay.
Bless your heart. Me too.
You gonna let him go, baby? Cause you didn't care. We went
Look.
from one quick. Baby ain't letting you go.
Okay, Joe.
You-
I ain't gonna ask no more questions.
Go ahead. What's the question? You said something.
Oh, go ahead. No, cut loose now.
Oh
Cut loose. Go
no,
ahead.
I'm
You
not
wanna
gonna
stay
cut
on.
loose. Okay,
Come on.
so
Don't be scared.
oh,
No, you gotta get him now.
all right. So cool. So you're in a are you in a relationship now?
No. Single.
Okay. So what are you looking for in a relationship? Are you dating? If you're dating, are you dating to get married? Are you dating to just have fun?
Right now, I would just be dating to dating because we'll see where it goes from there because I was already married, so but
if you don't mind me asking,
if it leads to marriage, then that's fine.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, how long were you married?
I was married 16 years.
Woo, Joe. Hey, elbow pump. I was married 15 with no kids.
Well, I was married 16 years and 1 kid.
Okay. Their kids are a blessing.
Yeah, they truly are.
Okay. I ain't gonna get you too bad right now.
But thanks for calling in, and we're going to donate your candles again.
Okay.
Okay. You have a good day.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Joe.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a moment.
Will you love me?
Welcome back. I had a question. I had before I came in today for the show, I had two females told me to mention when you dating, do you look at the guy to see what kind of ride he has? Do you judge him on that? So you'll date someone with a hoopty, as
Girl,
they
let
say.
me tell you about hoopties.
Those, as long as it don't stink and the seats are clean, I'll ride in it.
Yeah.
The car doesn't matter to me.
No, because
And gas in it. Don't drive me on E with the hoopty. No, you can't drive me on E with the hoopty.
no.
I'll be nervous and scared.
and see, that's the one thing. Like, they can have they call it old school car, a hoopty, or whatever you want to call it, but can have a bank account full of money. Have a bank account full of money, be well taken care of. You know, some people just don't look like what they
That's true.
portray.
That's very true. A car does not define a man or a woman.
Exactly.
And because some people like hoopties because they're classics. Some people like newer cars because they feel it's more secure. but some people do take care of their hoopties now. You know, they
Look,
take it in for
give
that
me an old
3,000 miles
Cadillac.
But a car, clothes, house, none of that defines a person. You're who you are as an individual, you know. But some people just like newer cars, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Because that doesn't define the person at all.
don't define me by my car.
Yeah, because mine's getting ready to fall apart as we speak. Engine light on.
Look,
When I turn the wheel clock and doing some mess.
look, I'm a woman. I'm like, okay, what do this mean?
So
Right.
what about when you ride in the car and the car making all kinds of noise, shaking, sound like it's gonna fall apart? What do you tell the person?
Take it in for a checkup. This car has had it. That's
baby,
dangerous.
I be like, baby, what's going on? Is something going wrong?
Look, I like that.
Wait.
What's going on? Because this car is not going nowhere.
I don't think I come. I'd be like, pull over. We both need to catch a cab. I'm not gonna say baby because he should have thought about baby before he picked me up.
Do I need to call a Lyft? Do I need to get an Uber?
Call, Uber, Metro.
Something. Like,
Oh, and you know when they say, "Oh no, that right there, that's gonna stop in a minute." You ever had one of them guys? They say, "Oh, that's gonna stop in a minute." Oh, that ain't. Don't worry about that. And then they cut the music up loud so you won't
can't hear it. Get nervous. Get out at the light.
You're like, like, what is that? And all you hear is tick, 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 tick.
The timing belt is about ready to run out of time.
Yes.
So nowadays, most men, not all, but I've been hearing they're cooking more than the women.
Yeah. Okay. So
You already know that's a question for you, Miss.
my views on, I mean, it's nothing wrong with men cooking. I'm not saying that. Because if they want to cook, you let them cook. That's just my point of view. But if you get home before he shouldn't have to worry about stopping past the store, getting nothing to eat, stopping past the carry out, getting nothing to eat,
Or take in,
Or-
meaning call in for something.
Call
out
nothing.
for something. Right.
his food should be fixed. If he not home when you eat, put it in the microwave. Wrap it up, put it in the oven. Something. I don't feel like that's just me. Like, even my 5-year-old, he would go to daycare, and his daycare providers be like, "Dang, he eat this?" I said, "Yes, yes." He got some good lunches. Like, I've had to, because my son was never used to, like, ravioli,
right?
The canned things.
That's unhealthy. I don't think that's a good meal for a child to eat every day.
He was never
home cooked food.
Yes, I mean, honey.
The microwave food nasty anyway.
Yeah, the TV, like the the little TV dinners. Mm-hmm. I didn't put. He ate some fried chicken, some fried fish. To this day, he will ask for some fried fish and some French fries.
The engineer agrees with that.
Some macaroni and cheese. And the funny thing about it is, he know the difference between fresh greens and canned greens.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you be cooking.
Yeah.
He knows the difference.
He's healthy.
And I just as a woman, if it was my man, he ain't got to worry about coming home to no food, no dinner, because even if I didn't have my son, even when I didn't have my son, I cooked every day to make sure that we had something to eat.
That's a good thing to do.
You know, I just don't feel like it's some women that feel like because they make more money than men do.
What difference does it make? You know.
Oh well, I'm the breadwinner. You cook. Not if we now. Hold on. That's just like that's no. That ain't right. You can't do that because one, you're the woman. Your man is the head of the household, but you're the woman. You're supposed to take care of your household. You're his helpmate.
Right.
Help meet
needs. Help meet the man's needs. And most men don't cook. So when they're married, they would like for the wife to cook for them. And as a wife, a dutiful wife, Proverbs 31 tells us that. Who could find a virtuous woman? Verse 10. So a virtuous woman would do the things that will make her husband happy, as the Word of God says. So cooking is one of the things that a woman should do for her family. Yeah.
And I mean, it's okay every once in a while for, the man to cook. It's okay. And because I know my ex-husband even, my ex-husband, he would cook lasagna and make spaghetti.
Good dishes.
Yes. With garlic bread and everything.
And ladies, if you don't know how to cook, teach yourself. They have cooking shows.
YouTube has everything. On it now. Go online, look up a recipe.
But some men too think that the woman's supposed to do everything.
Okay, now
how about answer that one, Miss Val?
Oh, I got that one. Well, if a man thinks that, then let's go back to his childhood. How was his mom? Did dad tell mom to do everything? Or even if he had a good parenting, well, why does he feel that it's the woman's job to do everything in the house? And he's the king. He just sits there on his throne and let her do it. That's the wrong attitude. Men have to learn how to respect their wife. We are the weaker vessel. Sometimes we get tired. Help us out around the house. And the house is not just for the wife anyway. He has to clean up behind. Right, exactly. He has to clean up behind himself as well. She's not his maid; she's his helpmeet. So that's not a good way of thinking about your wife, to break her down. Make her old before her time.
You do that.
Honor her, respect her as well, and help her out. It's a 50 thing. 50-50.
Yes,
the man takes care of her, she takes care of him. They love each other and have a wonderful home.
Okay, this week I'll wash clothes, babe.
Yeah.
Next week, he may want to go wash clothes. And if he don't, maybe he want to cook dinner. Something. While I go wash.
I have an aunt and uncle, and they're still married. I think they've been married almost 60 years now. And they're just a sweet little couple. And as I was growing up, my uncle did all the cooking. That's on Daddy's side, Robin.
Okay.
My aunt, she would lay back and sit back, and uncle be in the kitchen throwing down. I used to love to go over there to eat some of his food. I think he was a professional chef, if I'm not mistaken. So he enjoyed cooking most of the time, and to this day, he still cooks. and she still sits back.
Right.
That's the arrangement. That's the arrangement.
That's what they like.
Yes.
If they like it, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we're going to take another break. And when we return, we have another hot topic.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what I just said.
And there's no place for me to run and hide. I saw the sun inside your smile and wished for more than just a while. It's 5 a.m. and I've been awakened by a story my mind is telling my heart. Saying, baby, don't you worry. You never have to feel, baby. It's telling me to rest my weary soul and let my spirit heal. It's giving me another lesson how to keep my faith alive. To get the world I want to see, I just need to close my eyes. Close my eyes and I enter another world where my fantasy becomes my reality. My reality. A place I never wanna leave. I just wanna live inside my dream. It's 3 a.m. and my soul's been awakened by a story my mind is telling my heart. Saying, baby, don't you worry. You never have to fear. It's telling me to rest my weary soul and let my spirit heal. It's giving me another lesson how to keep my faith alive. To get the world I wanna see, all I need to do is close my eyes. Close my eyes. Where my fantasy becomes my reality. My reality. A place I never ever to leave. I just wanna live inside my dreams. My fantasies are locked deep in my soul. I know that the key is to really let go. And the things I desire are all in my mind. I relax my fears, it will all come in time. Close my eyes at night, I enter another world where my fantasy becomes my reality. My reality. A place I never ever want to leave. I don't wanna leave. I just wanna live inside my dream. I want my fantasy to be my reality. All I gotta do is close my eyes and dream. A place I never ever wanna leave. I just wanna live inside my dream.
Okay, we're back, and right now we're gonna have Miss Valerie to speak on her topic. She's gonna just give us a little spiritual enlightening. Miss Valerie.
Okay, amen. Well, people of God, I'm so glad that my niece invited me on her show, SheRichie Candles. I am so glad to be here. And I'm just going to speak briefly about maybe a couple of things. But first, I want to open up about Apostle David E. Taylor, the apostle that I spoke about earlier. This is his book, Face-to-Face Appearances from Jesus. The apostle had a visitation from the Lord approximately 20 years ago. And Jesus put it on his heart to write this book about his visitations to the world. He's visiting people today. And this book explains it. So you could pick it up at his website, which is joshuamediaministries.org. Or you can call his prayer line at 1-877-THE-GLORY, 1-877-843-4567. And you could purchase this book. And Jesus promises to visit everyone that purchased this book. Now, I just want to talk about just a couple of verses about good parenting today, because we talked about relationships. We talked about whether people want to date people with children. And Bambi touched on she doesn't want any and everybody around her son. And she has a lovely son, Chris. He is such a beautiful kid. He's here in the studio audience with us today. But here's some Bible verses that I want to share with you. And some of the verses are Proverbs 13:24. Whoever spares the rod hates the son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. Now, when we parents have children, it's a good thing to respect our children's rights by not letting any and everyone in their lives, because sometimes people date you just because you have kids, and sometimes people want to exploit your child and want to even turn you against your child so you can spend more time with them. So we have to be very careful with relationships. We cannot expose our children to bad people, because in the news almost daily someone raped someone's child or someone helped rape their child with their lover, so it's very important that we as parents be vigilant about our children while we're dating. And we ourselves shouldn't date just anybody, because some people just want to date you to exploit you. They just want you for sex. They just want you for your money, for your home, just somewhere to live, because they're too lazy to work and maintain their own businesses. So we just have to be careful, people of God, when we're exposing ourselves to new people every day, because some people, like my niece Robin mentioned earlier, they have their own agenda. They come into your life because they don't have their own life going on, and they see what you have accomplished over the years. Some people get a beautiful home, a beautiful car, and many things, and people just say, okay, I'm gonna crash over there for a couple of years and then I'm gonna go date Sally Sue or Billy J. So we have to be careful when we're out there dating, because dating exposes us to new people. I believe Bambi mentioned earlier, but we can still network if we don't develop a relationship to get married. What network do you want to hook up with, though? What do they have to offer? So I want to read another scripture verse here. Proverbs 31, verse 1. King Lemuel, his mother taught him, it says, what, my son, and what the son of the womb, what the son of my vows. Give not thy strength unto women, nor the ways of which that destroyeth kings. Now in this verse, not only kings of royalty, but we're kings of God. We're God's kings. We're not just God's children. God raised us up to be his kings. So we have to be vigilant about how we live our lives. We cannot live our lives in a bad manner that we're allowing ourselves to be exploited by, like the King Lemuel's mom said. Don't allow yourself to be exploited by women that just want to come and take from you, and she doesn't have anything to bring to the table. Now, men, don't you go and take what she has either, because she's the weaker vessel. And originally we weren't made to work, but nowadays we do have to work because of the economy situation. So when we want to date, make sure you come with the right agenda, with the right attitude, and don't want to hurt anyone, and don't want yourself to get hurt either. Amen.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Miss Valerie.
You're welcome, sweetie.
And thank you for joining us today. Come by anytime.
Ooh, amen.
So we're going to close the show. You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, as SheRichie Candles. You can also call me 240-917-4593 if you have any questions, any requests. I'm going to turn it over to you, baby.
Do not forget all of your travel needs with Ambiance Excursions Travel. We have a new Facebook page up. If you are you can request to be my friend, and I can send you to my page. My name is Miss M.S. Ursulaun, IRSHALAUN Bailey. On Facebook, I also have a catering company, Barnett's Catering Services. I just did a wedding. I also have a entertainment company. I'm a partner in an entertainment company. It's called Fun Time Tours. We do tours for daycares. We bring characters. Yes. We bring the characters to the daycares and let the characters interact with the daycares. So definitely let me know if you are interested in any of my services. If it's a service that you have a question about, call me and let me know. I'm probably into something else too. My number is 202-290-5974.
And you also can look us up, www.elifemedia.net. Miss Valerie, do you have anything you want to close?
I love you all and stay safe. Don't just date just to have fun. Date for marriage.
Okay.
Hey, Joe. It's like
We
Told you.
stay.